Hello, my name is Chris Cordova. I am the Financial Wellness Coordinator with Foundation Communities. Right now, we're going to be talking about your spending plan and saving plan. Your spending and saving plan. So under section 1, we're going to be making a monthly spending and saving plan. And our key takeaway here is that you're going to use a monthly spending and saving plan to guide how you use your money. Think of it as a roadmap, and the roadmap is taking you exactly where and why you want to spend your money to the best of your knowledge. So, building blocks of a spending and savings plan. Compare income and expenses, understand where your money is going, and make adjustments. You want to make sure that your income is equal to your expenses. You want to make sure that those are, for the most part, at least they balance out one another. So your income is the money that you receive, and your expenses is how you use your income. So we want to kind of think about filling out a spending and savings plan. There should be 3 sections: my net income, my expenses, and comparison. So your net income is the money that you're bringing home every month. Your expenses are all the things that you're spending your money on every month. And then you should compare where they are in relation to each other. So a good way to approach this, you want to take a look at your past monthly amount. You want to complete a planned monthly amount, so kind of what you're planning in the future, and compare the total net income and total expenses. If needed, you're going to need to make some changes, if needed. So when you compare my total net income minus my total expenses, if the difference is that there is 0, your income equals your expenses, that's 0. The difference is 0. There is no difference between the money you're bringing in and the money that's going out in your expenses. Now, if it's positive, you have more income than expenses, that means you're doing pretty good. That means you have your income is low, your income is high, and you're working in the positive. So that's good that you have more money available to you. Now, if you're working within the negative, you have more expenses than you do income. So therefore, you need to try to find out how to bring that down, because you're working within a negative. That means you need more income to handle all the expenses of the money that's going out. So here are some daily and weekly ideas in order to track your expenses. So go ahead and record your savings, your sharing, and your spending. Start writing those items down, collect them in a computer program, maybe keep track of them within an app on your phone. Collect your change every day. Find out if that's something that you can do if you're making a lot of payments within cash. And, always come up with other ideas and ways to track where your daily expenses are going. Some weekly ideas are the envelope system. The envelope system is you're getting envelopes and you're putting money set aside for the food you're going to eat that week, for the rent you're going to pay for the month. So you're just putting money aside at the beginning of the week to make sure that there's enough money. It's all budgeted there. You're never going to run out because it's always going to be in these envelopes that you have set aside. Then you can do weekly money check-ins with yourself to find out how you're doing as far as your planning goes. And you can kind of keep track of that as well. And then there's monthly ideas as well, where you're going to conduct a monthly review of all your expenses. And you can compare them to past months. A lot of your banking apps are going to have this availability for you as well. So you may want to play around with the banking apps for the financial institutions that you currently bank with. Now, if you have a monthly goal setting session, you can talk to somebody, maybe a friend or family member that you trust, and let them know what you're trying to accomplish as far as your financial goals go. And just try to say, I'm trying to spend X amount of dollars this week, this month, and can you help me keep track of this? And just check in with me every week. It's good to create a goal, and then if you met that goal, to celebrate that success. If you were trying to save $100 this month and you're able to do that, celebrate that. Let people know. You don't have to let everybody know, but you can definitely talk to the individuals around you and those that you trust, once again, and let them know that you were successful with your financial goal. You can also prepare for taxes. If you pay taxes, if taxes aren't deducted from your paycheck and you have to set that money aside, definitely do that every month. It will help you in the long run. Now, when it comes to increasing income, it can help you cover expenses, save, or share. One time of increasing your income, possibly selling something that you're not currently using. Occasionally, have a few garage sales. Maybe you have a garage sale once a quarter, once every 3 months. Ongoing part-time job. That would be, that's something more consistent. If you don't think that your current full-time job is enough, you may look for additional income within an additional job that you can do at night or on the weekends. And if it's something that you need to just increase your income, you can follow up with workforce solutions, workforce development, in order to find a new job that can possibly pay you more than what you're currently earning. Those are some good ways to start thinking about improving your current financial situation. Now, when it comes to decreasing your expenses, think about your needs, wants, and obligations. So you want to conserve. What can you do to get something cheaper or use less of? This would be something like your car. Maybe you're spending a lot of money on gas because you're doing a lot of trips around town. You can start finding ways to do less trips around town. Maybe food. Can you purchase food cheaper at another store? Maybe use some coupons here and there. You can also adjust. What can you negotiate? Can you renegotiate? Maybe if you are in paying back a loan, you can go back and get something refinanced at a lower rate. And then you can also think about things you can do without. I know cable was one thing that a lot of people took out of their income or out of their monthly expenses once they were using more money towards internet fees, and they said, well, I'm spending a lot on Netflix and these other streaming services. Do I really need all the cable channels that I'm currently paying for? So these are opportunities to to look at your budget and find out what are things you can take out and things that you're going to go ahead and do without at this time. So remember, the key takeaway for this first section is use a monthly spending and savings plan to guide you to use your money. Now, we're going to take a look at when money is short. Now, when money is short, we're going to take a look at what we can do in order to maximize that. What we want to do is prioritize which bills to pay first when there's not a lot of money there. Now, a lot of people ran into these situations during the pandemic, and when they may have found themselves not working as many hours or not working at all, or possibly having to live off of income that they were receiving through unemployment benefits. People were really finding out, what do I need to pay right now and what can wait? So how does it happen? Even when you're with careful planning, money can always run short. So it's good to start saving And it's also good to plan your money as best as you can. So what can you do? You can increase your income, get more money coming in the household, decrease your expenses, make sure not as much money is going out, contact your creditors about this new situation that you have found yourself in, and reach out for help. There are organizations, nonprofits, city organizations, state organizations that are available that can help you make your monthly payments when it comes to rent and when it comes to paying some utility bills. You can always follow up with your energy company to see if there are plans or if there's opportunities that they have in place that can assist you. And it's always important to prioritize what to pay first. So you always want to make sure that you have your housing covered, your utilities paid for, so you have electricity, running water. If having a phone and having the internet is vital to your job, you want to make sure that you're budgeting money for that as well. So prioritizing based on what might happen, make choices about which bills to pay in full, which bills you can pay partially, or which bills you can actually pay late. This really follows up with what are the consequences associated with not paying your rent in full. Maybe you have the opportunity to pay a bill partially or possibly even paying a bill late. Now pay attention to consequences that prevent you from earning income, jeopardize your shelter, impact health or ability to live independently, such as making sure there's enough money for medication and just making sure that you can live on your own and not have to move in with anybody, or it could result in loss of your assets, such as losing a home, losing your vehicle, that sort of thing. If you're late on making some car payments, you do run into the possibility of risking having your car repossessed. So remember, the key takeaways here are prioritizing which bills to pay first. When money is short, you always want to take a look at what your consequences are. If you're paying late, if you're not paying if you're making a partial payment, or if you're making that payment at a later date. So I hope the information that we reviewed today was helpful. You can always contact us here at Foundation Communities, and you can make an appointment for financial coaching. We can assist you with that if you're having a hard time figuring out what's available to you and what your options are when there is not enough money. And when we're even trying to create a budget or a spending plan, we have some financial coaches that are really great at helping you figure that out. And it's all for free. You can give us a call at 737-717-4000. My name's Chris Cordova, and I'll talk to you later.